morning. That was a lot of fun.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, Rick. What's good, man?
Oh, living the dream.
Living that dream?
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a nightmare.
Well, I was just going to say, I tried to do that, but it didn't turn out well. Go ahead and have a seat, man. Good to see you. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you.
Let's get rid of that.
How you been?
I've been pretty good.
How's Mom?
You know, Sunday, 91 years old.
Yeah, she's right in between my mom and Dad.
I
Dad's
can't,
92.
she's still got jet boots on, man. I mean, it's like, lady, what are you doing? You and that bridge club of yours always having me come up out of my job early, and it's ridiculous. I can't keep up with a 90-year-old woman. That's ridiculous, man. Need some vitamins, Rick.
Hopefully she passed on some of those good genes.
Yeah, I got that energy. I do. I really do.
I don't.
I got that energy, man.
I am willing to admit it.
Yeah. I've been tired lately. I mean, just turned 59 on the 6th.
You're just a young pup.
Thank you. I'll take it. Because I sure am trying to stay there. I got this brother. He's doing a book. He saw the movie The Prestige. You ever see that movie? Hugh Jackman and I can't remember the other guy. But there was a character in that, I think it was David Bowie, played Nikola Tesla. And Tesla was doing the experiment with the electricity and everything. The energy situation, free energy and all that. I think it's an AC current, that's what we use right now.
Yep.
And so my brother saw this movie and he was interested in the situation where the guy was, so prestige basically means the part of the act, the reveal. Okay, it's a magician. And he does this magic trick, and it's when he reveals the end of the trick, you know, and has you going, oh, no way, how'd you do that, and everything. It's called the prestige. It's the end of the trick. The Hugh Jackman is playing a guy trying to steal, oh, it was Christian Bale. And Christian Bale plays his own twin in the movie. So there's two. And Christian Bale pulls this teleportation trick. Okay? But nobody knows it's his twin brother in the other box. So now Hugh Jackman is trying to steal this trick. He wants to pay thousands of dollars to buy this trick. And the whole thing, you know. And my brother gets so interested in this movie, now he wants to write a book on some kind of time travel. And it's actually like, it's not a spy thing, but this criminal does something and he's got to time travel and try and get out of it and all of this other crazy crud. You know, I got to thinking personally, I was going to do a time travel book. Because a lot of people know in my research, I've studied physics and that. And that time travel thing, it's very possible, you just still can't do it. Because you can't get past the speed of light. You can't travel faster than that yet. That would be the only way time would slow down for you. Okay? And it literally does work that way.
They need to speed that up because I need time to slow down.
You know what I'm saying?
As I get older here.
Shoot, you think Spokane Airport, I'll put them out of business. Sending y'all everywhere. You know, I'll have the time machine right over here, man. $2,000. Where do you want to go? Is that too much?
Yeah. Well, the key is you get me there. Do I have to pay $2,000 to get back? Or are you gonna bring me back 2 for 2?
We can negotiate. I like you, Rick. You know. We can talk about it. But that was the thing. And see, so me, I was going to write a time travel book too, only I was going to use space-time as what kept you from aging. Like I said, you got to travel faster than the speed of light. So this guy actually, in my book, this guy actually achieves building a rocket that will travel faster than light speed. And he does his first test, comes back, and he's now the same age as his kids. Okay, everybody's on the, basically his oldest child is, let's just throw a 43 years old out there. Well, when he left, he was 43. Now he's still 43 when he gets back because of the time travel situation. Yeah. And all his kids have caught up now. See? And he's like, oh, well, crap. I will hang out with y'all until such and such a time, but you gotta know, I don't want to get old. I don't want to die, this, that, and the other. So I'm going to go back out and I'm going to do it again. And when I get back this time, you guys probably won't even be here. He just tells them straight out, right? So he does this little time travel thing, goes out to space, comes back. Well, this time he happened to fall asleep on the way out. Wakes up, sees his gauges and everything. He's like, oh shit, I've been out here like an extra hour long. Turns around and starts heading back, gets back to the planet. Everything is gone. There's no humans. There's no animals. Okay? Everything's gone. Whole point of it is, your getting back out there is determined by other people here. Plus you need energy and fuel and all. Now what are you gonna do? You went out. Now here's the thing. He's got enough fuel to go out. But depending upon how far he goes out, he can't come back this time. And he's got a theory that the planet will restart. Evolution. Planet's going to do it again. So if I just go out and come back, maybe life will have started all over again. So that's where I stopped my book. So does he go back? So does he go back out, or does he just stay on an empty, desolate? What do you do now? You know. So.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know, Mike is one of them weird kind of guys.
Yeah, way more creative than I am.
You read one of my first books that I ever wrote.
Which one was that?
Only I never finished that book. I got an artist for that book, and we got into it a little bit. I gave up the book because I knew he wasn't going to be able to do it. He supposedly finished the book, but you never seen it in the comic shops or anything like that. And I wrote a comic book. If you recall, this was years ago. Not to gray you up any more than you are. Because I'm right there, man.
It's not gray anymore.
Yeah. You remember when I was over in the U.S. Bank in your lobby down there?
Yeah.
With that big two-seater bench. And I was writing a comic book. I had handed you the script to it. And there was something in there. You were concerned about a particular word, happenstance or something. My memory's like a trapdoor, man. It really, but it's selective. What I want to remember. Just like anybody. So, you know, no big deal. It's you know, but you got to actually read something that I started to write once before. And then you were, how long have you been getting your hair cut by Brian?
Well, first Betty.
At the barber shop.
Yeah, actually.
You recognize that thing sitting right there?
Yeah. That's who first was doing my shoes.
Yes. Betty. And what was his name?
I was actually trying to think about that as you were talking.
I just had it. She used to take them fishing every week.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where I started. Yeah, but Betty had somebody else in her office, another female. She started, then she left, then I went to Betty. Betty did it for, I don't know how many years. Then when she retired.
Cutting the hair.
Right, yeah.
Right, I do remember that story a little bit. Has Betty popped in while Brian was doing your hair?
Nope, haven't seen her. She tells me she comes in every once in a while and says hi. And
I don't even run into her at the Rosars. She lives in Brown's Addition.
yeah.
I'll run into John Larson's secretary before I run into Betty. She got a little Mercedes in the parking lot. How's the office coming?
Good.
You got that girl Crystal over there still? Blonde, about this tall,
No.
little thick. No, she's not there.
Nope.
Crystal.
I've got a new assistant. Yeah, they keep getting picked off by other firms. I get them trained up, and
Yeah, you know, y'all is some ruthless type of y'all attorneys, man. Some thugs, dog. I'm not
Yeah.
joking. Y'all are ruthless. Go straight for the jugular.
we just try to do the best we can for our clients.
Yeah.
That means getting good people to work with you.
Get one of them priest callers with a bulletproof situation coming through the throat, man. Ah, the good old days. I miss them.
Yeah, so do I.
The good old Spokane days, man. This is not good. How do you feel about that? Did you hear about that? What they call the what I call it earlier?
Road diet.
Road dieting.
I haven't heard about that.
You haven't heard about that?
Yeah, my favorite diet's the seafood diet.
I'm hip. I like them cheesesteaks, man. Come on, man. Chopped cheese. Little bit of Philly. Talk about old school Spokane. Please come back, James.
That was his name.
James. I was just telling somebody about them old school stories, man. When I was over in the U.S. Bank and I met this gentleman, man, I was the youngster still. And I don't know what I did to these cats, but they couldn't do nothing but like me, right? I get these guys, man. I'm the youngest one in the crew. We pull up to Little Bit of Philly, 5 cars deep. Bunch of attorneys and me, okay? James would look out that restaurant window. We'd see him every now and then. He'd be like, oh, shit, you know. Because we pulling up, we ready to eat, Jack. We would pull up 5 cars deep. Each car had 2, maybe 3 people in it. Yeah, I brought James some business back in the day. We got nothing like that in Spokane right now. Nothing at all. Now you understand my complaints about Spokane. Spokane used to be super cool. Now we just got farms. No more Playfair racetrack. You see, they're trying to do the funny cars again, the raceway track or something like that.
I heard that.
At least.
Yeah, we used to have that every August.
I still don't miss the downtown car shows, but man, we used to do all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And please, Lord, don't let Dick's close anytime soon. That's all we got left right now.
Yeah, that's the one mainstay of the old days.
That's all Spokane got left as far as historic is concerned, and maybe some of the buildings. You know, I just come to find out last night this building actually had a water tower on it at one time.
I didn't know that.
On the roof. And they pumped the water from the basement 14 stories up until they did something on the south hill, and then they connected to that line. But this building that we're in, it's still got the water tower up there. I never knew that either until a Divco guy come talking about it yesterday, because they got to work the building, the whole entire building. So. Always a pleasure, Rick.
Always my pleasure. Thank you. Great job.
Hopefully I can get that old school stand from Brian. He kind of uses it every now and then, but I don't think he's using it too much. Maybe if he gets tired of doing it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Cutting hair got to make your hands kind of sore anyway. You can't just walk over to a pair of shoes. Man, let me get that.
Alrighty, thank you,
All right,
sir.
buddy. Thanks, Rick.